Samsung is making a big deal about the camera on the S9 range, and for good reason. On the back of the S9 Plus are dual 12MP cameras, both with an impressive f/1.5 maximum aperture. At the time of writing, the S9 range is the only phone with a camera aperture this wide, making its low light prowess second to none. Add on top of that the infinity screen that the Samsung Galaxy range is now famous for, and this big screen beauty comfortably takes the top spot. We thought the R-emoji feature was overrated, but if you're in the market for the best screen and best camera on a phone, this is the handset for you. The Apple Watch 4 stole the show at the launch of 3 new iPhones, and for good reason. Where those were all just copying the iPhone X from last year, the Watch 4 feels materially different. This is Apple's best smartwatch, not just because it's the newest, but by a long way. Not just for the upgrade in display and size, without adding that much heft, but in the way Apple is pushing it. The Watch 4 is now a health-focused device, something to help you get fitter or stay healthier if you've got a serious condition, or even just safeguard the more infirm for their loved ones. The best tablet on the market right now is the new iPad 2017, with its sharp 9.7-inch display, beautiful design, and A9 chip, and all for a price that isn't going to break the bank. While the new iPad 2017 isn't doing anything revolutionary, it's a solid update on an already 5-star device, and at a much more palatable price. The new iPad starts off at 32 GB of storage rather than Apple's usual 16 GB, and considering it's cheaper than the entry-level iPad Air 2, that's seriously good value for money. It has a brilliant 45.4MP full-frame sensor, stunning image quality, and that's where the story starts. It has a sophisticated 153-point F system and 9 FPS bust shooting speed. The D850 is just as home, shooting wildlife, landscape, and portraits. He thinks it could perhaps be the most well-rounded camera he's ever seen. The Huawei MateBook X-pro is our new pick for the best laptop money can buy in 2018, after years of this list being dominated by the, still excellent, Dell XPS 13, which is now in second place. While Huawei hasn't been making laptops for as long as more established manufacturers in this list, it has absolutely knocked it out the park with the MateBook X-pro. This is a gorgeously designed laptop with a stunning screen, albeit with a rather odd aspect ratio, and it comes packed with cutting-edge components that allows it to perform brilliantly, and a battery life that runs rings around many of its rivals. It also has a very competitive price, giving you features, design and performance for quite a bit less money. After an underwhelming debut, Samsung's QLED technology really needed to bounce back in style in 2018. It didn't surprise us in the least, then, to discover Samsung threw the kitchen sink in with its new Q9F and QLED series of TVs. As well as being even brighter and more colorful than last year's equivalent model, Samsung's 2018 flagship screens use a completely different lighting system to combat its predecessor's contrast problems, fuller local dimming rather than edge-lit LED lighting. The Fold panel works in tandem with Samsung QLED quantum dots to produce a picture that's brighter and more colorful than near any we've seen come from the South Korean manufacturer. Do those features alone make Samsung Q9FN the best TV on the market? No, but throw in technology like HDR10 Plus and QHDR Elite Max, what Samsung bills as its maximum high dynamic range experience that's exclusive to the Q9FN, and there's very little doubt in our mind that this is Samsung's best TV ever. Choosing a best pair of headphones is a tricky proposition, because everyone needs something slightly different from their listening devices. If you need a lightweight pair for the gym, then you're probably better off with a pair of wireless earbuds, or, if you do most of your listening at home and want the best possible sound quality, then a pair of wired over-ears might be better. But if we had to pick the best headphones overall, then we'd go for the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless. They're wireless, which makes them more convenient for portable use, and they're noise cancelling for those who want to use them on a noisy commute. And, most importantly, they do all this without compromising on sound quality, which still lives up to the high standards that Sennheiser normally achieves. Oh, and they look pretty good as well. There are absolutely better sounding, better looking and better noise cancelling headphones out there, but none of them do everything better than the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless, which makes them the best overall pair of headphones around right now. That said, if you do want to get the absolute best, purest, sound quality, we recommend the fantastic Oppo PM3s. The battle between Sony's PlayStation consoles and Microsoft's Xbox Series is hard fought, but right now we think the PS4 Pro has the edge over the Xbox One S or Xbox One X, thanks to a combination of good hardware, great games, and a generous online offering. An improvement on the already very strong PS4, the PS4 Pro supports 4K and HDR technologies, plus with advances in frame rate due to beefed-up processing speeds, gaming will look cleaner, crisper and smoother. The only thing stopping the PS4 Pro from being the ultimate console is the omission of an Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. Instead, you'll have to rely on streaming to get your 4K media fix, or, if you're using Sony's PS Now service, the new download feature to play rented games without your patchy connection dropping the resolution. The HTC Vive is the best VR headset in the world right now. The controls are intuitive to use, the resolution is incredible, with a 1080p screen per eye, and the base stations mean you can play in a space that's 13 by 13 feet in size. That's some serious playing space to swing yourself around in. HTC's close rival Oculus still has designs on the crown, and the incoming Oculus Quest, a wireless VR headset with PC-quality performance, reportedly, could well swing the balance. Like most of the entries on our list, this is a premium product at a high price, but for now, if you're looking for the best first-generation VR headset around, then the HTC Vive is the one to go for. And whistles you would associate with a fitness tracker. It doesn't have GPS tracking, it doesn't even have a screen, but what it does have is a cheap price tag and 6-month battery life. Yes, you read that right, 6 months. During those 6 months you can track your steps, your sleep, your fitness, your running technique and a whole lot more. This may be an unconventional fitness tracker, but it's a great one.